Welcome, guys. I'm back again. I know it's been a minute. Hold on, let me see. It's been a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to adjust my camera now. Okay, no. Wait. Okay, it's been a minute. So, hi, I'm back. So also want to do videos. I know I did like a study, like loving God in an isolated place, and I'll still be doing more of those like study kind of videos. But then I also wanted to do like these like chit chat kind of videos. I think I want to aim more on just like everyday life for people, being able for people to like express themselves as young Christians, because the world likes to judge us, but we still go through things. We still deal with drinking, sex, drugs, lying, stealing, cheating. Like, we still deal with these things. And so I guess I want to make a platform just for people to like actually express themselves and also give like scriptures to combat that, and stuff like that. So my first chit chat, I guess it'd be about just self-worth. And it's important to know that during friendships and relationships, I think. Trust me, I've been through it. That's why I'm doing this chit chat. Not just because I've been through it, I just know that people struggle with it. And trust me, I have scriptures. I'll probably put them in the description box though, because there's a lot of them. And yes, I am sorry for like leaving for like 3 weeks. I started a new job. This is not an excuse. I'm just saying. I started a new job and it has been a bit new for me to adjust to. Then I also been going through some things, and I'm also the kind of person not to like really tell people what I'm going through, because I don't know, I just feel like that's my issue and I'm gonna just go through it and do that. But at least I want to say a little bit. I started a new job and I'm still dealing with some things, but it'll all be good. I'm just trusting in God. That's really the gist of it. Just really trusting in God and really leaving it to Him and kind of pushing myself out the way so that way He can be God. I feel like sometimes as Christians we try to do God's job and it doesn't really get us anywhere. Trust me, I've did that multiple times, thinking I know what I'm doing, thinking that I know more than Him, thinking that I know way more than what He does, all of that. I tried to play God's role and it never works, because it's not that I don't know the plans that I have for myself. And it's not that I don't know, it's that they're not good. The plans I have for myself end up turning bad. And so that's why I'm like changing my habits and being like, no, I'm not God and I'm not a superhero either. I think I just need to kind of stay in my place and allow God to work things out instead of trying to take His place, because then it takes more time when you try to be God and then it doesn't work, and then you have to give it to God, but you've already wasted time because now He has to fix your mistake when He really could have just fixed the situation and kept going. You see how it just doesn't work out. So I just want to throw that in there. Do not try to be God, because we all have a place and being God is not one of them. It's hard to trust the process. It is, especially if you have trust issues, especially when you're like me, who is impatient. That's one thing, because I can look at myself in the mirror and say I struggle with this and this and this, and that's one of them. I'm an impatient person. the moment things don't go in the right direction, or what I think is the right direction, I trip. Like I don't do well. And that's something that I'm working on, because one is just not everything is handed to you on a silver platter. And that's something that I have to learn. And some things you do have to wait for it. Example with this job. I've been looking for a job for 2 months before I got this current job. And trust me, I was tripping. Especially when I did interviews and they never called back, or they said, we picked other candidates, all those emails. But I went through 2 months before I got this job. And I'm grateful though. Like, I'm grateful for my job. But it took me a minute before I got it. And that's why you have to be patient. And it was until my breaking point, then God gave me the job. Like I was on thin edge. So you gotta be patient. It's not easy, and you have to trust that he knows what he's doing, and he does. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not happening. Not everything has to be explained, and that is something I'm learning too. Like, I'm the kind of person that be like trying to find the why and trying to have an explanation. The hardest part to really grasp is there is not always an explanation, and there's not always an understanding. And so that's where you really just gotta trust God, because he does know everything. He created the world. He created you. I don't think people understand how hard it is to create a world, or to create something so big and very detailed. The world is very detailed. And just knowing that, I'm like, well, if he can do all that, I think he knows what he's talking about when it comes to my life. And knowing, like, I think it's Jeremiah, I forgot the chapter, but the scripture, I think it's Jeremiah 29:11, but don't quote me. Don't. But talking about, I know the plans I had for you while you were in your mother's womb. It takes a woman 9 months to create a baby. And let's say the average person lives 89 years old. Do you know how complicated that is to know the plan of a person's life that you have to study for 9 months, and that plan has to carry them out from birth to 89 years old? Y'all get what I'm going with? Like that is very complicated. You have 9 months. Even before the mother knew that she was pregnant. Let's say it was 10, 11, maybe a year. It still doesn't equate to the fact that this person has 89 years of life, and you have about maybe 9 months to a year to have a plan for 89 years. That's what I'm talking about. That's when you put it in this perspective, that's when you can really trust God, because it's like he has a plan for you for your whole life. And he already knew, and Jeremiah says, I already had a plan, which means before you were even thought of, he was already working. When your mother figured out that she was pregnant with you, the plan was already created. I don't think y'all are getting it. When I I just thought about this, and I'm like, dang, like, that's crazy. That's why y'all gotta read the scriptures. It said I already knew, which means by the time you were, whether she was 6 weeks pregnant, or, because sometimes in pregnancy, there's some women who go the whole 9 months and they don't know that they're pregnant until they go to the hospital and they're ready to deliver. But by the time she figures out she's pregnant with you, he already had, the plan was already written, on paper. And so, like, that kind of helps me to, like, understand that, like, he knows what he's doing and I don't, because I only knew myself for about, I didn't really know myself as a kid, I guess. Like, not in depth, but let's just say a few years. And he's been knowing me since I wasn't even thought of by people, even my own parents and siblings. So he knows what he's doing. Now back to the self-worth. I went on a rant and I'm trying to fix my legs because, yeah. But the self-worth. So I was talking to somebody. I was talking to my sister. And I was talking to her about a guy I used to talk to. So me and this guy, we used to talk, and the reason why we don't talk is because he wanted his little sexual stuff. And I was like, no, like, come on, bro. Like, no, I'm not interested. Like, that time in my life, I was just like, you gotta be kidding me. That's when I started to know the messed up plans some of y'all dudes be doing. Like, y'all like to treat girls nice, and I said some of them, not all, just said some of them. Y'all dudes like to treat girls nice, you like to do everything, but then when you get what you want, and it doesn't even have to be sex, it's whatever they can take from you. Some guys would live with you because they need a place to stay. Some guys will take your money. Some guys will use you for sex. Whatever they can take from you, they'll take. And at that time, that's when I started to pick up, like, oh, I see what you want. No. But also, this guy was and when I say he was a manipulator for sure, but he was very inconsistent. The dude will go a day. Well, actually, hold on. Rewind. So he did go a day without like texting me. But there was one time I said, you know what? I'm not gonna text him until he texts me, because I've always started the conversations. I was always reaching out. When he goes on his period of not texting me, I'm like, did something happen to him? Like, did he get into a car accident? Like, I'm kind of thinking the worst of the worst. No, nothing happened. This dude just didn't want to text me. It's funny when I look back on it. So there was a time I said, I'm not going to text you until you text me. It was 2 to 3 days later before I got sick of it. I'm telling y'all, it went from sun up to sundown. Ain't heard nothing from this dude. The crazy part is he was posting on social media. Y'all, this man was posting on social media. Like, it was crazy. And like, I just got tired of it. I got tired of it. I said, you know what? I'm done. Because like, you're not interested. I don't care what he said. That is not how you show you're interested. He's also very nonchalant. He just didn't care. Like, he just didn't care. And then I was watching another video and it said, lust and love looks the same until it's time to sacrifice. I was like, oh my gosh, whoever said that ate. Because it's true. Like, love says you look beautiful. Lust says you look beautiful. Love says I want you. Lust says I want you. But lustful people only think about themselves. They only want to take. And I'm pretty sure y'all have talked to people or met people, even in friendships, I've had that, where it was just a take kind of mindset. And when I needed them, crickets. But love is like, I'm willing to put something in you. I'm not here to gain anything. I'm here for you to gain something. And so when I was thinking about that, because during that time we kind of went off and on talking, we wouldn't talk for a while, and then we come back. And then at some point I was like, why am I still fooling around with this dude? Also, this dude don't even go to church. I know. It was stupid. Yep. Eat me up in the comments for that one. I want y'all to know, men and women, if this dude don't even go to church and pray and read his word, leave that person alone. Leave that person alone. Leave them alone. If they can't even do right by God, how are they gonna do right by you? What makes you so special? You're not. That's what, not like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not special to that person because they can't even do right by God. They don't even talk to him. They don't even give him attention. They don't even care about him. So how could they care about you? And I had to think about that. I was like, that's why he doesn't care about me, because he don't even care about God. And if you are God's child, you're gonna be treated the same way. If you're a part of God and you have a relationship with God, and I'm not saying you gotta be perfect, but you know, like, you're deeply rooted in God. There's a difference between being deeply rooted in God and then someone who just says they're a Christian. Because everybody likes to say they're a Christian until it's time to show it, and then, you know, it's crickets. Like, I'm not saying you can't make some mistakes. I'm saying, if you keep going back to God, you keep following God, that, I feel like that's a true Christian, because even despite your delays and mishaps, you still go to God and you're still going to church. The dude didn't go to church purposely, not like, oh, I haven't found me a church. Purposely did not. He had a Bible, but it had dust on it. Like, I'm not trying to judge. Like, I've been times in my life where I didn't read or pray, or I didn't want to go to church. But, like, I changed though. I didn't do that forever. The whole time that we've met, and then there was a time that we went like months without talking. He's still the same person as when I met him before. Still doesn't go to church. He was vaping. He still does. I know y'all are about to eat me up. I don't even know why I entertain this dude, because he's not even somebody that is my type. And I'm not talking about physical traits. I'm talking about what I need. You can look as handsome as ever, but what I need is a Christian man. It's a godly man. That's what I need. Looks, whatever, they're gonna fade away when you get old, but I need me a man that follows after God's heart. And if you can't do that, ain't nothing to talk about. And so, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't give some of these people the time of the day. Like, when they show you who you are, believe them. Like, believe them for real. Because you can't change nobody. And that's what I tried to do. I tried to change him. He didn't want to change. And he was also one of those guys that was like, when it came to marriage, like, oh, I just want to take my time so I know for sure if she's the right one. When any guy or girl says that, You got to go. You gotta go. You need to leave them alone. Because what they're really saying is, I want you and I also want options. So I'm going to keep dating you for about 5-10 years. Just so that way I can do my own thing. But then I have you, you know, because you're the main person. And then I also have a few side people. And I also don't want to be committed fully because, you know, when you get married, you're committed, whatever. And I don't want to be committed. That's what it's saying. You don't want to be committed. That's what they're trying to say to you. Now, when it comes to dating, for me, I do want to take my time though. I like to do a timeline, but it doesn't specifically have to be this timeline. So when you meet somebody for the first time, 6 months in, you know if you want to talk to that person or not. I don't care. 6 months in. I'm not even talking about dating or not. I'm just saying in general, by 6 months, you would know if you want to talk to that person or not. By 6 months to a year, maybe you're dating or maybe you're getting there. And that's when you would know, like, hey, I think I want to date that person. By year 2, like, for me, because listen, by year 2, if I'm not engaged or married, I'm done. Like, it don't take you that long to figure out if you want to be with me or not. I'm sorry. I'm not dating somebody for 3 years. I'm not dating somebody more than 2 years. By year 2, if there's no, I'm gone. Because we're dating to marry. We're not just dating to pass time. And by year 2, if you don't know if you want to spend the rest of your life with me, I don't think you ever will. I'm sorry. That's just me, though. That's me, though. I'm just like, that's just me. I'm not gonna keep like dating you year 3, year 4, year 5. And there was a girl on my job. Oh my gosh. She was like, yeah, I dated my husband for 7 years. And I was like, by year 7, if you don't propose to me, I'm going to propose to you. I don't know. The 7 years is what got to me. I was just like, babe, I don't know. That could have never been me. Like I said, by year 2, I would have been packing up my bags because I don't know. But like, don't be wasting your time with people. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like, if they're not trying to be committed, then you need to go find somebody that will. And so while we're on the subject of self-worth, because we don't deal with people like that. We need men and women of God. We don't need these player kind of lifestyles and these uncommitted people and these people that only want to text you or show up when they need something. As soon as they get it, they ghost you, or now all of a sudden you can't text them, and then they come up with an excuse when they want something again. Don't got time for those people. So in Luke chapter 12, verse 6 and 7, it says, are not 5 sparrows sold for 2 pennies? Yet not one of them is forgotten by God. Indeed, the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Don't be afraid, you are worth more than many sparrows. This is coming from God. This ain't coming from nobody else but God. So, like, If this is how God thinks about you, and you're tripping over somebody because they don't even text back, you gotta reevaluate your life, babe. You do, because like, can't be worried about like a text back. And I get it, sometimes it gets under your skin, because it's like, why even talk to me? Like, go do whatever. But when they do that, when they don't want to text you, don't text them. And don't try to take revenge. Don't try to be like, oh, well, since they don't want to text back, I'm going to like go and talk to this person and, try to make them. No, the best revenge is just to better yourself. No, trying to get back at them. No, nothing. Just go better yourself. Go to the gym. Go to church. Pray. Get rest. Do your favorite activities. Go better yourself. Get money. Go better yourself. So that's really the end of my little chit chat. I just hope you guys learned something, because again, we all go through these things, and we've all had sex before. Well, maybe not all of us, but I haven't done drugs either. I was just about to say we all do drugs, but we've all dealt with something: drinking, drugs, sex, lying, stealing, cheating, anger. We all deal with this stuff. And it's like, how can I teach you guys about the things of God, but then you guys are still struggling with some of these other things, and you guys don't have an outlet to even talk about it or be honest and upfront. It's kind of like eating you alive. And you guys need to talk, like, we all need to talk about it as young Christians and Christians in general. We all go through this stuff. Like, we're adults now. Like, who cares if you had sex? Who cares if you did drugs or drink alcohol? Like, we're all going through things. But you gotta change, though. I ain't saying stay there. You gotta change. Like, we all, watch, what I'm talking about. Watch videos and stuff. The point is, we have an outlet. We can be honest with ourselves, and we can change. That's where I'm getting at. You gotta change. Recognize what you're doing and changing it. But you gotta at least have a place to even talk about it where you even feel comfortable. And that, I almost dropped my water. I almost dropped my water, and it almost went on my Bible. Bless it. You have to have a place to talk about it and feel comfortable. And this is where you can feel comfortable. Even if you don't even comment nothing, you could at least know that I have somebody that I could talk to that is not judgmental. Because who would, baby, I cannot judge. I'm the last person to be talking about anybody. I cannot judge. But if you do have questions, though, or things you just want to share personally with me and not be saying it in the comments, because I get it, you can text me on my Instagram, which is The Mind of Jada, the same name as my YouTube. You can shoot me an inbox. I check it. Just send a text. Let me know. My page is open, so you don't have to worry about, like, it's not like a private account. It's open. You'll see some pictures on there. My channel name. So I put it in the description. Maybe I could try to put a link on it. You can send me a text. We could talk about it. I could pray with you. I could send you scriptures, because we all go through things, and it's good to have another Christian on your side is where I'm getting at. So yeah, shoot me a text. If you just want to even vent, just text it, whatever. Or you can put it in the comments so other people could see it and like it and relate to it. And then, I keep moving a lot. My legs hurt. These scriptures that I wrote down, I will put it in the description box so you guys can go look it up yourselves and you guys can read it for yourselves. I also put the scripture that I just read, Luke 12:6-7. I'll put that in the description. But I love you guys. I'm really working on it, being more consistent. I really am. I'm trying to get better. But I will see you guys in the next video. I think I'll be making another study video like I did the last time with the loving God in an isolated place. I'll be doing another study video like that. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that, and see you guys later. Bye.